Wake on up, sleepyheads. Get your heinies out of bed. It is your boy B Jizzle live back in the lab with a special edition. Do I have any? Well, I know I have some, but where are all the Cowboy fans on Built Different Group in Texas, preferably down in that southern region, San Antonio 210? I need y'all to tap in this morning, top of the morning. We got a provider here, a vendor from our OAT network. That is right, our fourth approved vendor from the OAT network. We're going to have here George from G&S Tours. We're going to let these notifications go out. We're going to let the green badges get notifications and come on into the gym. I need you to like and press the video. Help jumpstart the algorithm here. We are live on Built Different Group. So special shout out to all of our green badge supporters that have been holding the content down. That's right. We got a lot of big shows coming up this season, but right now we're in the off season, and I want to focus on some vendors for my Cowboy fans and Official America's team, so you can learn about my network, and it could be your network, and we can all network here together. But shout out to everybody on YouTube. We're live on Built Different Group, and we're live on YouTube. So if you see us scrolling past your timeline, make sure you press like, say good morning. It is the best part of waking up. It is 10 a.m. on the West Coast, and we're going to be talking about George from G&S Tours. So let's just go ahead and welcome my guy George to the show. He's no stranger. He's been here before. George, how are we doing this morning?
We're doing good, Barry. We're doing good, man. Ready to talk football. By coincidence, they're doing a replay of the Cowboys-Eagles right now on TV. So,
oh yeah, they know everybody's going to tap in on that because they know nothing attracts Eagles fans more than anything Cowboys. But I'm happy to have you back here for a second edition, because last year when I had you come on the show, I was scheduled to go down there and catch one of your buses up from San Antonio to DFW, and we finally got a chance to feature that story on the only blog talking about Cowboy fans 365 days a year. We got it up and running. How to bus fans from San Antonio to Dallas for Cowboys games. Now, you know, everybody's excited about the Cowboys right now, and I was anticipating by having you on the show that I would probably help try to bring you some business for your upcoming trip for the Niners game this season. But you told me you're already at 90% booked.
yes, we cap, even our bus seats 56, we cap it at 50 because as you saw, we have room for our ice chest on the board, and we're always on the side of caution to make sure we don't oversell and we don't have somewhere for people to sit. So we cap it out at 50, and we're currently at 44. So we essentially have 6 spots left, and that's it. This is literally the fastest we've actually sold. I mean, we're literally almost sold out, and we're barely in June.
That's what I was saying, George. I was like, wow, I know you're scheduled to go to the Niners game, so you guys see the image here. I'll share the link down in the comments below. You got George live here. The best way is to contact him via DM. You want to get one of those last 6 seats. But I was going to ask you, how long does it normally take you to? I think last year you were like a couple of weeks out before you filled up, weren't you, for the November game?
It varies. I mean, one thing, we only do 1 or 2 trips a year. We obviously like to travel to out of town. Like we're going to Seattle to go visit you guys. We like to do.
Oh, you're coming up to Seattle?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to Seattle.
You gonna bring the bus too?
Oh no. I want to go enjoy myself, man. That's work.
I hear you. I hear you.
No. We're good. We got our flight. We got our hotel. We just got to get some game tickets, but we're definitely going to Seattle. I've been there. My wife hasn't, so it'll be her first time going to Seattle. I had a great time down there, so I'm looking forward to going back. So because of the fact that we like to travel, and I also have season tickets, there's random times we go up to Arlington for the game. So I don't like to get committed to too many games. Plus, I would not do a noon game with our bus because I don't feel like I can give people the experience, to try to get up. Our people, we go out on a Saturday night. We go out, we do stuff. Most of my people stay up till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. If I did a noon game, I'd be having to get people out of the hotel at 7 in the morning. I'm going to tell you, right now, we leave the hotel at 9:30, and people are still straggling, barely getting out of bed. So because of that, we never do a noon game.
I know exactly why you don't do those noon games because, like you said, time is of the essence. And as I was coming up on the bus, man, the Cowboy fans are having a good old time on there. And I'm going to pull up some video here so we can show some folks that is tapping in what it's like on that bus ride up. But getting back to, selling out, George, this is the fastest being at 90% for this Niners game, like you said, since you've been in business, right? Now, how many years have you and G&S Tours been busting folks?
For me and my wife, it's probably just our fourth year on our own. I think we went over this, how I got started originally. I used to help a friend of mine who had 50 season tickets, and he would struggle to sell some games. So I started slowly, and eventually he handed me over a bus to run on my own. I'm just going to try to make a long story short. Eventually he retired. I took a year off because I had my mom in hospice care. And then people started messaging me again and told me, they wanted to go. So I had to essentially go out on a limb and do it on my own. I had to go buy all the tickets and do everything. And I was a little nervous at first, but it worked. A lot of people have been there. And, it's been good. We enjoy it. We, at our tailgates for the past couple of years, we've been partnering with SA Brew Crew. So we get their bus or buses and my bus, and we get together and we have a really good tailgate party. We got to see what we were all about last year at our tailgate.
Yeah, definitely. Y'all's were for November, I was surprised that there was that many people out there tailgating, because your tailgate November for that Minnesota game, when they came in and beat us, unfortunately, that night, you guys had the biggest tailgate going on there. And that was with the SA Brew Crew, you said, right?
Yeah, right. We joined up with SA Brew Crew. We have a really good partnership going. They're very similar to us in the fact that they like to do their own thing. They have all their returning customers, and we join up together. And I love how we work together. Like we all know nowadays, all these groups and crews are fighting amongst each other. Who's better, this and that. We join together and we make it work. We want all our people to have a good time. So we talk, we speak, and we make it work. And I like our partnership, and I think we put together a pretty good tailgate.
Yeah, I believe you did too as well. Now, you said this Niners game, this is the only game you're planning on this season?
Yes, because I did not like the schedule. The schedule was too many noon games, too many Thursday games, Monday games. Originally, I did target the Jaguars game, but that is December 27th. We would essentially have to leave the day after Christmas. And I just think that would be difficult to do. A lot of people are spend time with their families. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it would have been a difficult game to try to put together for me to go out on a limb, and because I have to give deposits to my ticket brokers, and for me to go out on a limb would have been a little risky, So,
it was awesome.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it was awesome seeing you and your crew being a part of that, kind of like being a fly on the wall on the bus ride up. It was kind of like a homecoming for me. I was originally born in Georgetown, Texas, so taking that new loop around Georgetown and Austin and getting back on I-35, I was like, wait a minute, this ain't all I-35. What is going on here? It was nice to see all of the changes and get a bus ride up. But watching you guys, I could see you and your wife, y'all were busy, making sure that the fans have an awesome experience. And how many of those folks that were with you last season have came back and booked for this Niners game, George?
I would say probably 80% of them are back. I think we have maybe 10, 15% that are going to be with us for the first time this year.
Okay.
But the majority of them are coming back that were with us last year. So we're excited about that. And we love just doing our own thing, because even though it requires a lot of work, it's worth it when you see people having a good time. I try to put myself in their position, especially if I was a newbie. If I go on a bus and I don't know anybody, I don't want to feel uncomfortable. I want to make sure that I'm in an environment where so we try to make everybody feel welcome, even if you're a newbie. We had some newbies last year, and now it made me happy that after the fact, we get a lot of, compliments and stuff. That's what it's all about, making sure people have a good time.
Yeah, 100%. Now, you think that maybe the way the Cowboys have drafted and the way we moved in free agency has made folks get excited, especially when it comes to this defense? And has that been a reason why you think a lot of folks have booked early, because everybody's excited about the Cowboys? Tell me, what are you hearing from Cowboy fans down there on the ground level in San Antonio about this upcoming season?
Well, I mean, we enter every year with optimism. That's the way it is. We like what they have done in terms of improving the defense. Like that was literally our weakest point. We know our offense has tons of potential, but the defense, and so far everybody seems to be excited. I don't follow college football very much.
Me neither.
So I asked a lot of people, and everybody told me a lot of positive things about Caleb Downs and the other guys we drafted. So yeah, I think that's contributing. And then I think other than the Eagles game of Thanksgiving, this is probably the marquee game of the year in terms of the regular season. So that's a big factor too. People want to go.
Yeah, no doubt. I know we're excited about it up here too. I'm glad to hear that you're coming up here to Seattle. I know a lot of Cowboy fans are coming to Seattle. That's a Monday night game. So there's going to be a weekend of events. I see you got your One Star One Family flag up in the back. We know DJ Kai, his lovely wife Sherry, will come up here with One Star One Family again. They're doing a big event, and it's going to be bonkers. Like every game, it seems like now there's more and more things I'm seeing scheduled, like your bus tour from the Niners game. When I heard Niners, everybody was at One Star One Family's event last month or in May talking about, yeah, we're going to Niners. And then you're like, oh, we're 90% booked. And I'm like, well, I can't go. I wanted to go back with George, but you know, Niners just didn't make the cut for me this year. Which games are you going to outside of the bus in Seattle this year?
Man, I hope I can make the home opener. I really want to. I'm like, I don't talk about, we're real big on family. I should tell you about my grandson. We have a couple of babies that are celebrating first birthdays in September, like literally back to back.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm waiting on dates when they announce these birthdays because I think a first birthday is very, very special when it comes to kids. Everyone is special. So that's the reason I haven't committed. I'm really hoping somehow I can make the home opener. So I know you'll be there. I know Kai will be there. We do plan to drive up to Houston. I put the feeler out there to try to get a bus together to help me, get some people to maybe join me at Kai's tailgate. Unfortunately, I'm not getting much feedback on that one.
Hey, let the Cowboys start winning, bro, and that bus is going to fill up quick because I plan on coming to that Houston game, so we'll have to.
We do intend to go, though. Whether we get a bus together or not, it's a 3-hour drive, so we intend to drive up there and go support One Star One Family, whoever else will be there. We have friends in Houston, other Cowboy fans that are in Houston, so, even if the bus thing doesn't happen, we do intend to drive up there. And we don't intend to go into the game. We're just going to stay with Kai and hang out at his events on Saturday.
One Star One Family will be out there for the Houston event too as well.
We do plan to go to that one. Out of the blue, we may still go to Brazil. We're still up in the air. Right now, we haven't booked anything, but we're still debating. We're still looking at things right now. So if we do decide to go to Brazil, in all likelihood, we will probably go and support our other friend, Cynthia Bowen, who puts together some amazing packages as well. Because we've been with her before, and she does amazing things with her group as well. I like to promote other people as well. It's not just about us. Right. People who support us as well.
Oh yeah, and that's why I wanted to add you to the show again today. I'm creating a OAT for my Group Official America's team and approved vendor list. You're actually the 4th vendor. I've got other vendors that we're going to be highlighting through the month of June. I want folks to be able to know if they're down in San Antonio or that particular area, like where's the farthest out you had some fans come to join you on one of your bus rides outside of San Antonio, George, or just in San Antonio? Well, I mean, outside of me, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, honestly,
I'm saying locally in the area.
Yeah, so far, everybody's been pretty much local. We have had a lot of inquiries about people wanting to fly down here or come down here and take off with us from here. But so far, that's all it's been is inquiries. So pretty much, it's just local people. Yeah. But we already have everything together. I'm not a huge baseball fan, but a couple of years ago, we started doing baseball trips, one baseball trip a year. So we're wrapping up that right now. We're going to do a trip on July 25th to go see the Rangers and Mariners up in Arlington. Just something that we tried it one time and it worked out. So we're going to do that as well.
Okay. Because I know when I went on the bus ride from San Antonio to DFW, there was one spot that I really wanted to stop that we didn't get a chance to. You probably know what it is, right?
Oh, yes, I know.
Which stop?
Buc-ee's.
I have never been to a Buc-ee's. I am a avid, loyal supporter of Love's because, you can buy Cowboys merchandise and Love's. But do they have Cowboys merch and Buc-ee's too?
Oh, yes. What? Yeah, we stop on the way home. The only reason we don't stop on the way up there is because we're kind of I try to be on a somewhat of a schedule, and people going to Buc-ee's on a Saturday afternoon, there's going to be tons of people. And I just feel like we may wind up being there a little bit longer than what I would like to be. And On the way home, we have a little bit more leeway. We're not as much of a hurry. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
We can stay there a little bit longer, and people could take a little bit longer and kind of get some food, maybe shop. And whereas on a Saturday heading up there, it's just crazy. We're just trying to somewhat maintain some sort of a schedule.
Right. Yeah. I know we passed Bucky's and I did video. I was like, oh, I wanted to go. But like you said, I know folks get in there and they lose their mind. It's like a whole mall trip. You might be at the gas stop for a whole hour, perusing, eating food and shopping and doing things like that. That's how I have never been. So what could you tell for first time attendees if they ever get a chance to go to a Bucky's, George?
Oh man, I mean, there's so much to see there. I mean, there's food, there's fresh food, there's beef jerky, there's sweets, there's cowboy stuff, there's longhorn stuff. I mean, I don't know, man. If you have,
they got barbecue in there. They got brisket in Bucky's.
They got brisket in there. They got
turkey.
Is
it good though?
I mean, it's not barbecue restaurant good, but it's good. I'm not gonna knock them of any way, but it's not as good as going to like a genuine barbecue restaurant.
Yeah. It's probably better than anything I could get up here in the Pacific Northwest. I know 100% for sure. So let's make a deal, George. Let's just say maybe if you decide to take a bus to Houston, I might come back down there only if, I don't know, is there a Bucky's between Houston and
there actually is
in San Antonio on your bus
trip?
There
actually is, yes.
I'm going to tell you, well, if you say you're going to stop at Bucky's and you go for the Houston game, let me know ASAP because I might have to redirect my travel because I do plan on attending the Houston game down there because I have never been to the Houston Stadium. Have you been there at the NRG Stadium?
I have. Houston fans can be a little bit different. So,
Nicole from Indiana's tapping in. She says the chopped brisket sandwich is good. Have you had that before, George?
The brisket sandwiches?
Yeah.
From Bucky's?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're decent. I mean, I'm not going to be critical of them because, but I mean, it's not as good as going to a barbecue restaurant, but I mean, they're good.
It's convenient to get some brisket at the gas station. I don't think you can get brisket at many gas stations in Texas.
No, I mean, it's good. I mean, my wife always gets the brisket. I used to get the turkey sandwiches or something, but I mean, you have everything. You have your drinks, your soft drinks, your coffees, your sweets, your bakery, your jerky. You can shop a little bit.
Everything but gas. Everything. Well, they got gas too, but everybody stops there for everything but the gas, right?
Yeah.
Seems like
depending what you eat, you may get gas.
There you go. Yeah, you got to make some life decisions at the pump and at the counter, right? I hear you, but I know you're down there in San Antonio, and aside from football, I know you're a big San Antonio Spurs fan, and I don't want to, throw salt on an open wound here, but I know that you're a season ticket holder, and the Spurs made it to the finals this year. I know San Antonio's been going plumb crazy about that. That was a great NBA finals and all of that. What kind of words of advice could you have for some of your San Antonio faithful that are down there that you see going to the games about going into next season?
I mean, all I can say is have faith, man. I mean, nobody expected us to go this far. I mean, I don't think anybody out there predicted this team to go this far. We literally had, I think, 34 wins last year. A couple of years ago, we had like 20-something wins. So for this team to make it this far with such a young core is totally unexpected. So this team just has tons of potential. Obviously, the Knicks exposed some of our weak points, which
is that coach going to return? Because isn't he part of Pop's coaching tree? He seems very young, but he was very effective, all the way through the season. Is he returning next season? What's his name?
I'm sure he is. The Spurs have never been about doing a lot of change. They believe in continuity, and I tend to agree, I mean, people were critical of whatever, like really, how many of us have ever coached any sort of sports? We're all fans and we all critical of things coaches, players, management do, but it's a lot harder than what people think. I mean, to get this team to the NBA finals in the second year is awesome. I mean, they're gonna learn. I'm sure he learned as well as anything about rotations and what he can do better at, but in the draft, they went big, which is what they needed. They needed some size because they got pushed around a little bit, New York was a little, had more size and was more physical, and they kind of exposed our weak points. But this team has amazing potential. Like, I know not everybody obviously on your network is a Spurs fan, and I don't know how many people are familiar with basketball, but like Dylan Harper, that kid is just, oh my God. For being 20 years old, he's amazing.
Oh yeah, y'all definitely got some great young talent and super promising moving toward the future, which also is a great segue for these Cowboys. They seem to have a lot of hype coming around them right about now, coming into this season. And one thing I know that NBA Finals taught me is that, well, the Knicks hadn't been to the championship and won it in 27 years. And you know how everybody knocks us, George. We ain't been to a big game, like a championship game, a Super Bowl in 30 years. Does that Knicks win in the NBA Finals, does that kind of give us hope maybe that the Cowboys, we can finally get off this hump? Because me and you've been on this 30-year hump for quite some time.
Yeah, I know. And that's one thing, like, we see a lot, like, one thing I notice about the NBA, and I don't know, maybe in the other sports as well, is the NBA has a lot of what I call bandwagon fans. Fans drift in and out. When the team starts struggling, fans kind of drift away. I saw that here with our team as well. The arena started getting half empty, and also when we win, and everybody comes back. Football is totally different. Everybody knocks us as Cowboy fans, but you know what? What the hell are we bandwagoning? I mean, we're true loyal fans. Our team hasn't done anything in 30 years, but yet every year there we are, right? We're still supportive of our Cowboys.
Yeah, and when I was down there in San Antonio, the alarm didn't ring for me because you talk about bandwagon fans right now, and a lot of folks are bandwagon and the soccer stuff with FIFA. And have you seen a lot of bandwagon FIFA fans? Because I was down there in San Antonio and I didn't understand, why did the Pro Shop have Dallas Cowboy soccer merchandise? I didn't realize that FIFA was coming this summer. So are there a lot of bandwagon soccer fans you're seeing out there in San Antonio too?
Well, it's hard for me to tell if they're bandwagon or not. I mean, who am I? Soccer obviously it's not.
Like, are you seeing more and more, like you see everybody wearing the soccer merch?
Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing a lot more people, supporting soccer right now because of the World Cup. Right. I mean, I guess in essence, we're bandwagon soccer fans ourselves right now. We've been watching a lot of it. I mean, it's really interesting. I just wish I understood it better. It's me and my wife have been watching a lot of the games, and it's been really cool to watch. One thing that really I've enjoyed about soccer is the way everybody has been behaving. The fans, everybody has been getting along with each other. I mean, I wish I could see more unity in that in sports, and American wise, because I mean, not to, like you said, pour salt in an old wound. Like, I've been all around. I've been to 16 NFL stadiums. I've been going to NBA games for 30 years. And these Knicks fans, oh my God, they're pretty bad.
Well, like I said, at the Spurs' expense, George, I'm sorry, but I'm happy the Knicks won, because that gives us hope going into this season, because I've never been excited, I don't think, as much about a Cowboys team as I have this season with Schottenheimer coming in at year 2. I mean, do you think, because we got 2 very important games right out the gate. We got the Giants on Sunday Night Football, and then we got the Commanders, which I hope to see you and if you and your wife get a chance to make it there with One Star One Family for the home opener. Those are 2 important games right out the gate. Do you see us going 2-0, 1-0, 0-2? How do you see us faring out, starting out the season?
I'm always optimistic. I mean, I like to think so. I mean, we should beat the Giants, on paper, like they say, per se. And then, I mean, same thing with the Commanders, home opener. You would think with all the hype and the excitement of a new season that they will start 2-0. Hopefully so, because
Oh, we're going to need it. Those are division games, because you and I both know, in fact, we ain't been nowhere in 30 years. If we split those games, or God forbid, if we were to lose both of them, Jesus, the sky would be falling, not only in Dallas, but San Antonio, all over the world, because everybody would be laughing at a Cowboy fan. Again, wouldn't be that many bandwagon fans. But if we went 2-0, boy, you can probably bet there's going to be a lot of Cowboy fans coming out the woodworks this season, because you're 90% booked on this bus. And I was hoping to get you on the show today to help you get some folks to book on that, to share my experience with you last season. But now we're potentially, you might be at a whole nother bus trip down in Houston. So I'm looking forward to see how that manifests, because that Houston game is further down in the season. And excuse me, like we said, when these 2 games get kicked off, it depends on how the Cowboys are going to do, because I know some folks are waiting to see how are we going to start out. But those 2 important games, division games, I think is really going to set the table whether we're going to have a great season or another awful season. which I don't think that's going to be the case. So outside of that, I mean, how's the weather down there in San Antonio today?
It's already getting to be, it's getting to be in that miserable stage. I mean, by San Antonio standards, it hasn't been bad. We're in the 90s because we're used to being in the hundreds, but it's getting there. I'm sitting in my garage right now, so I have a AC system in my garage, so I'm at home in my garage right now. We haven't been out. We got a dinner later at 3 o'clock, and we're gonna be out and about. And I'm hoping everything. I've been talking to Kai, and I hope I can get the Houston trip together. I'm gonna put it out there again. I haven't got a whole lot of feelers. I need to speak with Kai again because I've never done a bus trip anywhere other than Arlington. So I know every single detail about when I put a bus together. I know where I'm going to park. I know where I'm going to stay. I know where we're going to go at night. I know where my bus is going to be at night. I know where my bus is going to park on game day. So trying to do a trip somewhere different is a little bit different. It presents different challenges. I have to know every single detail about where the location is, where my park, how my parking is going to be, how am I going to get out of there on game day. You understand what I'm saying? It's a little bit different experience.
No, I get it. Yeah, you're going blind into a new location, especially with a group of people. You know, you're responsible for their safety and whereabouts and all of those things. And, you know, that's just the sign of somebody that is very in tune with their business, which is great because that should make you want to feel safe to travel with George, because I didn't know where I was going, but I know I had a busload full of fans. And the great part about it was, George, I met a handful of veterans on your bus too as well. And we got to share some war stories. Even had a war hero on your bus. I can't remember his name exactly, but some of the stories he was sharing with me.
Mario. That's probably Mario. Yeah. Vietnam vet.
Yeah, the Vietnam guy. He was telling me how he was trapped in Vietnam for a little while. I was like, man, you know, I was in the Navy on the ship. I didn't have it that bad, but you was in the bush.
No, we have those guys every year, and they're part of our group, and they're great people. I mean, we love having them on board, and we're privileged, you know, to have them with us, that they choose us, you know. And that's part of the thing of going with us or our tailgate partners. It's when you go with us, it's almost like you're going with family, because there's like local, I mean, actual bus companies who, you know, do this for a living all year. But it's too, I don't know, how can I say it? I don't think you feel that sense of family when you're with these people, where as if you ride with us or with our other friends. You know, it's just a different environment, and we're privileged to have the vets with us, and, you know, everything that they've done for us, and we try our best to make sure they have a good time. And great people. I mean, these guys can, I'll tell you what, man, they can drink you under the table. Don't underestimate them.
Oh yeah. There's some drinkers there. We seen them on the bus taking shots to the head and all of that. It was great entertainment for me. You know, I don't drink, but I agree. There's some drinkers on the bus, but nonetheless, you're talking about that bus. I remember coming out from, you know, leaving the tailgate there, and after the game, walking by that place where you had the tailgate. There's a section off AT&T Stadium was nothing but buses. It looks like, I guess that's where they all pull up, because as your bus wasn't there. Your bus was actually by the tailgate over there by CC's, right?
Right. And that's lot 15. That's lot 15. That's where all the buses. That's normally where we used to go. We used to go to lot 15. It's a lot cheaper. Mm-hmm. We pay more to be where we're at, but we do it for convenience. Again, we want to make sure our people have a great time. It's very easy. The stadium's right across the street. The thing about lot 15, it's first come, first serve. Mm. So, you know, there's only, like what I say, so many prime locations of lot 15. There was a nice area. Rideshare took over a portion of lot 15. So because of rideshare, we lost some prime spots in lot 15. So it's first come, first serve. So you have to get in line before they open. And as soon as they open the gates of lot 15, everybody's scrambling to find the spots. If it's a Sunday night game or a Monday night game, their trailers take up some of the spots. So that's kind of why we stopped doing that. Over there, we're guaranteed a spot. We know our spot is there. So we like it there. And we like the convenience, and we like the fact that we can be there and nobody's going to take our spot because it's already, you know, reserved for us.
Everybody kind of knows, all right, yeah, this is where these folks are at. Folks that show up on the regular kind of know what's going down.
And you know, over there, lot 15 can be a little intimidating at night if you come out at night. and you're trying to find a bus.
It's going to be, I predict, because I know the hype that's around this team right now on that home opener for the Commanders. There's going to be folks out there at midnight the night before, right? On Saturday night, trying to claim territory. I know at least that's what they do around AT&T Stadium over at Lot 11 with Cowboys Life Family. They're always there, and other folks that, is that kind of like that over there too at Lot 15, or what's the earliest you can show up over there?
You really can't start lining up to like, I don't know, 2 hours before game time or something, you know. Plus, you have to have all your people on your bus with you. So, I mean, I don't want my people to spend a night at a bus. I want them to sleep in their hotel.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
it's totally different.
Yeah, but what I was pertaining to was Lot 15. If you come out there at night, especially if you've never been to a game or Lot 15, and you come out and you go to Lot 15 at nighttime, it can be a little intimidating trying to find your bus because they all look alike. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, so that's what we like, being across the street. It's very easy. Our bus is right there. You can't get lost. It's right across the street.
So for folks that may be seeing this for the first time today, maybe in San Antonio, may just be learning about you, say you have how many spots, 4 or 6 left?
I have 6 spots left, and we're completely sold out. We were kind of going, well, also, I was so wrapped up in Spurs basketball because, like I said, we have season tickets. We're literally watching a road game every other day, or we're attending a game here at home every other. So we were really preoccupied with basketball. So when the schedule comes out, we jump on football fast. This year we kind of lagged behind a little bit. So I had only sold maybe 12 to 14 spots, you know, so it was kind of lagging along. And all of a sudden, as soon as basketball finished, we just got a big rush of people that just wanted to go.
Everybody say, what's next? Football. Let's jump on it, right?
Yeah.
So if somebody's watching this today, how could you tell folks to get in contact with you? Before we do that, can you explain to everybody what the packages are for maybe folks that are just learning about you today, what the price is, and then how they can contact you to get one of those remaining seats?
Okay, the best way to contact me is essentially through Facebook. I prefer, just by choice, not to put I don't have like a business phone number. It's my personal. So best way to hit me up is Facebook. We live in a crazy world. I prefer not to put my personal phone number out there where everybody can see it, So anyway, the only packages we have left, I was offering a couple of packages, essentially everything is upper level or party pass. So we were offering from row 20 down to like row 15 for $660. And then we had seats from row 10 and lower. Long story short, everything in the lower rows is sold out. Everybody wanted them, even though they cost more. So all we have left right now is I can offer either for $660 seats in the upper level, which would be between rows 20 and 15, or party passes. The party passes are $525. What that includes is we depart from San Antonio. You saw what we depart from. If you're familiar with San Antonio, it's right across the street from the Frost Bank Center with the Spurs play. We park there. It's a pretty secure spot. Obviously, we can't guarantee anything because, but it's pretty secure.
But folks can come there if they drive there and they can park their car there, right? This is
right. You can park your vehicle there. Anybody that's been with us for a while know we used to park at the airport parking, but they no longer want the buses there. And long story short, I like it better here because it's much easier to load and unload. Anyway, we depart from there. We provide some drinks on the bus. We don't, people drink different kinds of beer. We're not going to guarantee you, we're not a bar. We can't have 20 kinds of beer, but, we'll provide some or bring your own.
Might be a bottle getting passed around through the seats. You might just take a shot and pass it back, something like that, right?
Yeah, right. No glass bottles. We don't allow anything glass, for obvious reasons. We usually provide music on the bus. It's a pretty lively atmosphere. We have had kids on there, it's, pretty much adults, but it feels safe enough. If you do have a kid, you can bring them on board and you'll be fine. We're pretty good at the people. We try to be selective in a sense who we bring on board because we consume alcohol, but we want to consume in a positive way, and we don't want anybody that's gonna, essentially act stupid. Have fun, but to a certain extent, we don't want anybody getting harassed or anything. So we take off from San Antonio. We stop in Waco for a lunch break, usually about 45 minutes. We go to our hotel. Sometimes we stop at a liquor store on Saturdays if people want that. We go to our hotel room. We get checked in. All our rooms are booked double occupancy. That's the price. About 7 o'clock in the evening, we head out. We either do the Fort Worth Stockyards or we do Texas Live. We kind of get a feel for what maybe people want to do. We've been doing the Stockyards because it's closer to the hotel. We're still undecided where we're going to do this year. Anyway, we go back to our hotel. Our bus driver is like a CDL. You know, he has to follow the same rules CDL drivers have. So he can only be out to a certain time. We go back to our hotel. We have a little bar around the corner. If people still want to indulge without having to go Uber or anything, you can just walk over there. We get up in the morning, depending what time our game is and our tailgate. We usually depart our hotel at 9:30 in the morning. We advise everybody to get on board. I have stragglers that want to Uber because they don't want to get up. That's fine. You know, you paid all this money for the experience, but you know, if you want to miss out, that's on you.
They need that extra couple hours, man. They trying to recover, George. You know how it goes when you out on the town, baby. You know, it's good that the bus driver has to be back. Otherwise, I think some folks might have tried to have that bus driver out all night, huh?
Yeah. But you know, I tell them the night before, I tell them, look, that's on you. You paid all this money for the full experience. If you want to use it sleeping, that's on you. But anyway, so we depart. We head to the tailgate. We get there, we unload, we set up. You know, we do partnerships with our guys. You know, SA Brew Crew. One of us gets there first. We set up our DJs, our canopies, and by the time you know what they get there, they set up. And the majority of the time, they do their own food. They like to cook and do their own thing, which is fine. You know, we provide different color wristbands. So they provide their own food for their group. Me, I have a cousin that lives in Dallas. So for this will be his 4th year. He caters for our group.
Did he make the tacos? Is he the one to make the tacos last year?
Yes, he's the one to make the tacos.
Them tacos was fire.
Yes. So I already spoke with him. So this year we're gonna be providing street tacos, chicken or beef with rice, beans, salsa, and he's also gonna have quesadillas this year. That's gonna be a little addition to our menu. He goes and he cooks for us on site, so all the food is fresh. We have DJ music. We have a bar with drinks, liquor. You know, I mean, I think we provide you know, even like for people that just want to go tailgate, you know, hit us up. You know, I think with our partnership with SA Brew Crew, I think we provide a good experience. Very convenient. We're right across the street. Very affordable. So you know, just hit us up.
This $660, that includes the bus ride to and from, that includes the hotel, that includes
2 nights hotel.
2 nights hotel, okay. And transportation to and from the game. And then also game ticket, which you said is upper level. That's not bad for a whole experience to leave from San Antonio to go up there and come back. Now, I'm not trying to manage anybody's budget. I know some folks may not be able to afford that, but considering that the tickets alone, I mean, upper level, I was looking when they first came out, it was, you know, unless you're buying them in bulk, you might pay a couple $100 for some tickets. So that's a pretty good deal with a hotel, bus ride, food, tailgate. Y'all got to DM George, man. I put his link for his Facebook down in the comments. So if you have questions, that's how you can reach out to him here today. I'm looking forward to it 100%. And I hope that you have some success, lock out here soon with the Niners. And I hope to maybe hear that you're going to do something from Houston. And if that's the case, let me know, because I might have to jump back on the bus for round 2, because I plan on being in Houston. So if you're just tapping in with us, before we get out of here, if you got any questions for George and G&S Tours here today, put them up in the comments for us, please. We appreciate everybody tuning in with us today on Built Different Group and on YouTube. George, I do appreciate your time as always. And yeah, my only thing is, if I come down there for the Houston trip, George, we got to find a way to stop at Buc-ee's. Or can we?
Well, I'll tell you this, man. I can't guarantee the bus trip. We'll see how that goes. Of course, I can't guarantee anything, right?
I'm just gonna throw that out there, maybe, and see, you know, we can speak it into existence.
Yeah, I mean, but we do plan to go, though, regardless of whether the bus happens or not. We do intend to go. Okay. It's like, especially where we live, I-10, which is the run that takes you to Houston. It's very convenient for us to just
Is
jump
there a
on it.
Bucky's? Is there a Bucky's in the Metroplex on there? It's close.
Yeah, we have a Bucky's about
no,
45.
not in San Antonio. I'm talking about.
Oh, no,
Houston.
not in basically in San Antonio, but basically on the outskirts. And New Braunfels is probably the closest one. New Braunfels is up 35. There's a Bucky's there. If you go up I-10 East, from where we live, there's a Bucky's that's probably about an hour away. There's a Bucky's on the way, and then there's some on the outskirts of Houston as well.
Okay, so there's some on the outskirts of Houston, because in case there's not a bus trip, I'm gonna figure out how I can pencil me in a Bucky's trip on that Houston trip down there anyway, because I've never been to Bucky's. And if you've never been to Bucky's, let us know down there below, because I plan on getting some content, because I know you said they got some Cowboys merch there. What kind of Cowboys merchandise did they have at the Bucky's you seen, George?
Now let me go a step further. Now, are they going to sell Cowboy stuff at the Bucky's in Houston? That I don't know.
Yeah, they probably have Texan stuff. Good point.
Yeah, that I don't know. But they only sell like shirts and caps and flags and, stuff for the house. Sometimes some jerseys and, stuff like that.
Okay.
But like the one, San Antonio is a huge Cowboys fan base.
Oh, yeah.
Huge. I mean, it's just like you come
because all y'all
here,
got is the Spurs down there, right?
Yeah, I mean, we don't have a professional team, so most of us got raised as Cowboy fans, so there's there's tons of Cowboy fans down here.
Makes sense. Well, we got all the questions in. We appreciate everybody joining. I don't want to take up too much more of your time. We've been live here 40 minutes. George, thank you so much for coming back on here and telling folks about G&S Tours. You have 6 spots, you said, left. Your link is down in the comments below. If y'all are interested in securing one of those 6 spots or getting more information from George, hit his link, DM him personally on Facebook, and stay tuned, because maybe if it's in the cards for us, maybe we might have another round 3 with G&S Tours here going into Houston, but that'll be more coming this fall. George, any words of advice for Cowboy fans and Spurs fans before we get out of here down there? Because you're like the representative of both for San Antonio in my book.
As far as Cowboys, I mean, all we can do is keep the faith, right? I mean, what I love about us is we're diehards, right? No, there's not a damn person out there can call us bandwagon. I mean, what the hell are we bandwagoning? We haven't done nothing in 30 years. We're there because we're loyal, diehard fans, and we have it. One thing I love about Cowboy fans, which I hope to get there one day with Spurs fans, other than locally, is our fan base is amazing. I mean, people can hate on us, but we have so much love for this team, and I have with my extended Cowboys family who I meet all over the country, in California. I mean, all over the place. It's cool. I mean, I love it. I love my Cowboys family, and just keep the faith. And hopefully these defensive changes that we made are going to help us this upcoming season. And we enter every year with optimism, and hopefully this year is better. I know we're all tired of losing. We're all tired of not making the playoffs, and we're tired of seeing everybody else win. We wanted to finally be, per se, our year.
Hey, the Knicks did it after 27 against your Spurs, and I'm sorry to throw salt in the open wound, George, but
okay.
it is what it is.
Right.
But here at G&S Tours, approved vendor for Official America's team. Make sure and contact George to keep abreast any of the stuff that he has going on for this season. He's got 6 spots left for the 49ers trip, November 15th. Send him a DM if you're interested, George. Thank you so much for your time again, and I look forward to having you back here again in the future, brother.
Thank you, Barry. Thank you for all the exposure, and thank you for your support.
Hey, man, thank you.
Appreciate you. I mean, it means the world, man. Your support, Kai, everybody who supports us, thank you. We're not like I've said many times, we're not a fan club, we're not a crew, we're not a group. We're just something we do that we just like to, be with our Cowboys family, regardless of what crew or group, whatever you represent. We're supportive of everybody, and that's all we are. We just want to be supportive of all of our Cowboy fans. Life is short, man. We can't be fighting over trivial shit. You know what I mean?
I got you 100%.
We can't, man. Life is short, man. There's been a lot of local tragedies here on the news. It's pretty sad how quick, your life can end, man. So enjoy life, everybody. Just love each other and be safe out there, man. And go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys, baby. It's our year until it ain't, and we'll see y'all in the gym on the next episode.
Fair enough. after lights, the party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.